of 17th of Adar is going to mark the Hilula of a really great rabbi. His name was Rabbi Hezkiah Peretz Z'tl. Reported over, he was born in English year 1730 and passed away in 1810. We're talking about approximately 215 years ago, here from the time of recording, and he came from great rabbinic auspices. His father's name was Rav Aaron Peretz. And he was born, reported over, in Jerba, in Tunisia, around the 1730 period. Remember, Jerba at that point in time, especially in the 1700s and 1800s, was, let's say, a bastion of places with regard to Torah study, Torah flouriship, and Jewish life in of itself. He would learn Torah under the auspices of his father also, and also various other great rabbis, especially his father was a great Kabbalist, Rav Aaron Peretz Z'tl, who he himself happened to be head of the Bet Din over there, the Ab Bet Din, as we say respectively, and was one of the head rabbis in Jerba, respectively, at that point in time. And he would actually help his father with in regards to the Kehila, the congregation in itself, and various different important holy, let's say, actions in of itself, as they say in Hebrew. Then come on the year 1766, he'd be approximately in his mid-30s at that point in time. Sadly, his father passed away, and he would be appointed now the judge of the Bet Din in that vicinity, respectively, over there, which is a very, very prominent role, because remember, as we said before, Jerba and Tunisia had a great Torah community in of its day. And so so that's very, very interesting. Rabbi Hezkiah himself will delve into the deepest elements, let's just say, within regards to Torah study, learned Kabbalah, and was known as a rabbi that had done a nisim, let's just say, miracles in of itself. Very sadly, I think a plague actually struck Jerba, and different variations of what happened, but reported over, according to one opinion, that some of his family might have passed away in this plague that actually struck Jerba at that point in time. And other opinion says that there was a lot of anti-Semitism over there at that point in time. How the Tunisian forces were doing to the Jewish community, and there was a lot of problems, and that might have led to them losing their life. But Peter's May, that was very, very sad. He would dedicate his house to the establishment of a synagogue over there and a Beit Midrash, and it was named, I think, the Xezkia, if I'm not mistaken. This was I think, a famous place inside that vicinity. Tzala'at Xezkia. This was. I'll say what it says over here on the Hayami website. Mishpachto niftera b'magafat hadavar shepakda et Jerba. So reported over that there was a plague over there. There's other opinions also. Then come with the year 1806, his חידושים, his teachings would be actually printed. His Torah, the various different drashot, will be compiled into the book called the מכתב לחזקיהו. And I think this will actually be featured inside his father's book, also they're called the Bigdei Aaron. His father was also a great rabbi, as we said before. He passed away in 1810, it was reported over. He would probably been about 80 years of age. And it's reported over that, it's not necessarily we know that for sure, Yud Zayin Adar was his Hilula, but why do they, let's say, celebrate this day as a Hilula? Because I think it's reported over that it was a day that Rabbi Meir Mazuz signed the agreement to print the new edition of his book, the letter to Hezkiah. That was his book. I think that was printed, I think reported over, if I'm not mistaken, in the year 1933. This would have been. So because of that, it was Yud Zayin Adar there, but that's why it would be on that specific day in of itself. But don't forget to light candles in his memory. It was a great rabbi. If anyone knows any other information, please let me know. It's brilliant to hear about the great Chachamim of yesteryear. We're a community here. We're learning about the great rabbis of yesteryear. Please don't forget to light candles in his memory. If you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. If you feel anyone will be interested in watching any of these videos, please share the videos to other people, and we would really, really appreciate it. And we've already spoken about at least 120 Tunisian Rabbonim in this series already, which is absolutely phenomenal. And it's actually interesting. I believe this book, מכתב לחזקיהו, was actually printed, if I'm not mistaken. I think, so this was, I think it was printed in Izmir. And according to one opinion, it was in the year 1866. Obviously, we heard elsewhere that it might have been in 1933 that where it was, and it's got 353 pages, accordingly, over here. I think it's various different חידושים. On the Talmud Babli, I think talking about the Pilpul in-depth study in of itself, very, very great, very, very great book, which I recommend everyone to get. I think they actually say inside the thing, there's מכתב לחזקיהו. I'm just looking at the cover photo at the moment. דרושים על התורה, נביאים וכתובים. There's expoundations on the Tanakh, Torah, נביאים וכתובים, and with regards to Zohar and various Midrashim also. Perushim on the Shulchan Aruch, the Code of Jewish Law. And I think all over the Shas, it's actually encompassing in of itself. And there's added points to Piyutim Hameleim. It talks about the poems in of itself and much more within regards to it. I'd recommend everyone to look into the book, get the book also, and wishing you all well here from Israel, from the city of Bet Shemesh. Take care and be well.